I just remember looking in the mirror about maybe 20 years ago and going like, what is going on? I remember all the decisions that I was making. And I remember looking at the mirror, not just the physical part of me, but just the internal part of me, going like, man, this is a mess. The decisions that I was making, the people that I was hanging out with, the direction that my life was going into, man, there was nothing pretty about that. And yet, today, we get to take a look at a text that changes everything. And more than ever today, as I stand before you here as a pastor, I cannot tell you how crazy you would have been to tell me years ago that I would have ended up doing some kind of ministry. I don't know where you stand right now in that side of the story. You might be like on the side of the good, or you might be on the side of like, God cannot do anything good out of this man or this woman today. But I want to remind you something. And we are in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. It says this: He has made everything beautiful in its time. In its time. He has made everything beautiful, and there is a time, there is a gap on which He works to get us there. And here's what my name is David Garcia. I think you guys already know me. If you haven't figured it out yet, my accent sounds funny. I work with the Spanish ministry. English is not my first language, so I always have a little accent, and that throws you off. It's okay. But I want to be really honest with you today. As a pastor, and as someone that works with people that are broken, such as me, I can tell you that there is a purpose in the time. There is a purpose in the storm. There is a purpose in the test that you are experiencing today. And He's gonna make everything beautiful in its time. We're going through a season, through a series that is teaching us about being still, about trusting God in a word that is crazy, and the benefits of being still in the presence of God. And there are so many stories of Jesus going and praying and spending time in the presence of God before He goes into the battle, before He goes into the storm. If we get into the storm without being prepared, we're gonna get wrecked, because we're gonna make our own decisions based on our own definitions of what things are. And the encouragement that we're getting today is that He hasn't lost control of anything. Even if it feels like we're in the boat and the boat is swaying and things are going crazy, He's still in control, and He's making things beautiful in its time. He's asking us to just wait. He's asking you to trust and to anchor our life and our circumstance in His presence. And that's my encouragement for you today, North Coast. I only have a question. The Bible says that He's doing everything good in its time. Can you think about one word that describes the time that you're going through right now? And once you do that, can you spend some time just asking yourself this question: am I trusting Him with the process? And I invite you to spend a couple, like maybe a minute or two, maybe 5 minutes or 10 in the presence of Him. Play a worship song. Talk to Him. It's called prayer. Try it. It's actually very awesome and it works. But spend some time with Him and then just ask the questions. Be still. Anchor yourself. He hasn't lost control of anything. There is a time, there is a process. You're in the middle of it, and He's gonna make it beautiful. We love you, North Coast, and we'll see you next time.